Have you ever wondered what happens in your bedroom after you close your eyes? We like to think our homes are safe havens, that locked doors and closed windows are enough to keep the world out. But the truth is, we spend a third of our lives completely unconscious, vulnerable to whatever or whoever might be watching us in the dark. This is the story of a 24-year-old graphic designer named Mark, living in a quiet apartment complex in Seattle. Mark was a rational guy. He didn't believe in ghosts, he didn't get scared easily, and he certainly didn't believe in monsters. But lately he had been waking up exhausted. No matter how early he went to bed, he'd wake up with a pounding headache and strange faint scratches on his arms that he assumed were from scratching himself in his sleep. Worried about his health, he decided to download a popular sleep tracking app. It was designed to record noises during the night, snoring, coughing, or talking, so users could analyze their sleep quality. He set his phone on the nightstand, plugged it in, and fell asleep. The first morning, the app showed a report. It was mostly a flat line, silence. But at exactly 3:33 a.m., there was a sharp red spike in the audio waveform. Mark frowned and pressed play. Through the static of the room, he heard the rustling of sheets, followed by a sound that made his stomach drop. It was a voice, not his voice. A soft, raspy whisper that sounded like it was right next to the microphone. It said just one word, almost. Mark felt a chill run down his spine. He lived alone. His cat had passed away months ago. There was no one else in the apartment. He tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was thin walls. Maybe a neighbor talking loudly. He checked the front door. The deadbolt was still engaged. He checked the windows, all locked. He decided to try again the next night, convincing himself it was just a fluke. This time he placed the phone closer to his pillow. The next morning he woke up feeling even worse, like a heavy weight had been pressing on his chest all night. He grabbed his phone, 33 a.m. Another recording. His hands trembled as he hit play. The audio was clearer this time. It wasn't just a whisper. It was the sound of wet, heavy breathing. It sounded like someone was leaning directly over the phone, savoring the sound of Mark sleeping. Then the voice returned, deeper and more menacing. He doesn't know. Mark threw the phone onto the bed. He felt sick. The violation of privacy was terrifying, but the implication was worse. Someone had been in his room. That night, Mark couldn't bring himself to sleep. He formulated a plan. He would turn off all the lights, lie in bed pretending to be asleep, but he would keep his eyes slightly open. He also kept the sleep app open on his phone screen, watching the live audio visualizer. If anything made a sound, the green lines on the screen would jump. Hours ticked by. The silence in the apartment was deafening. Mark's eyes were heavy, fighting to stay open. Then the digital clock flickered to 3:33 a.m. The room remained dead silent. Mark didn't hear a creak. He didn't hear a footstep. But then he looked at his phone screen. The audio lines were going crazy. They were spiking violently up and down, registering a deafening noise that simply wasn't there. Mark's heart hammered against his ribs. The app was picking up something loud, something screaming, but the room was silent to his ears. Trembling, he reached for his earbuds and plugged them in to hear what the phone was hearing in real time. What he heard wasn't silence. It was a chaotic, guttural screaming, a voice filled with rage shouting, "I see you! I see you looking! Turn around! Turn around!" Mark ripped the earbuds out, gasping for air. He scrambled backward, pushing himself against the headboard. He grabbed his flashlight and swung it wildly around the room. The closet was empty. The corners were empty. The window was closed. But then he looked back at the phone. The audio lines were still spiking. The source of the sound hadn't moved. It was registering maximum volume. Slowly, with tears of terror welling in his eyes, Mark realized the position of his phone on the nightstand. The microphone was pointing downwards. He wasn't hearing a ghost. He wasn't hearing a neighbor. He slowly leaned over the edge of the bed and shone the flashlight into the narrow gap between the mattress and the floor. The police report stated that they found Mark's phone on the floor the next day. The final recording on the app wasn't a whisper. It was just the sound of Mark screaming, cut short by the sound of something snapping.